What's up, YTPC? This is DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video, and today I was smoking my Nording Freehand signature pipe. However, I was also doing a review of Carter Hall, and I was doing it in the shed where I didn't have very good lighting, and I was stumbling horribly through the video, so hopefully we can correct that by redoing the review. That being said, I've looked over the review that I did, or that I recorded anyways, in the shed, and the lighting issues gave me another idea since Halloween is coming up. So, look forward to that. With that being said, I'm going to re-record the review for Carter Hall. So, without further ado, I present to you the review of Carter Hall. So, Carter Hall is a Middleton Tobacco Group blended, burley-based blend with a mild topping to it. When we open up the tin to get a good aroma from it, right away I get raisins, and then if I really, let my nose sit in there, I get some chocolate as well, which is kind of the theme and kind of the secondary flavor profile to this blend, but we'll get to that in a minute. As far as the cut goes, well, let's have a look at that, shall we? As you can clearly see, some light browns and maybe some brights. That's probably the Virginia. It's also a very, very rough cut. That being said, it packs in a pipe extremely well. The moisture content is absolutely perfect right out of the tin. It makes it very easy to light, stays lit well, doesn't cause any tongue bite, not very much moisture on the bottom, if any at all. Just a pleasant smoke all around. It is a light-bodied, a lightly flavored, low in strength kind of blend, so it makes for a great all-day smoker. Additionally, it also has a relatively low nicotine impact to it, despite being a burley blend. So, if we move on to the pipe shapes and the pipes that it likes to smoke, this is actually fairly consistent from pipe to pipe, and it's not real picky when it comes to chambers. However, I have noticed that in some pipes, the nuttiness comes out just a hair more. That would be in my Dr. Grabow. And I don't have the stem on it because I'm in the process of cleaning the stem, but this Bent Acorn Royal Guard pipe, both of those really bring out the nuttiness in Carter Hall, which adds to the experience. But getting into kind of the flavor profile a little bit, from the false light all the way down to the, well, not all the way down to the heel of the bowl. We'll talk about the last little bit of the bowl later. But pretty much from start to finish, or almost finish, it's the nuttiness that dominates, and in the background is the casing that I was talking about. Now, the casing is mostly chocolate, not quite a Hershey bar kind of chocolatey sweetness. So it's like between a Hershey chocolate and, say, German chocolate. It's somewhere in there, I would say. There's also a sweetness to it that I really can't pick up, and I shouldn't say I can't pick up. I can't identify. That's a good way of putting it. Can't really identify, but it's there, and it adds a nice element to it. But that's very consistent throughout the bowl, until you get to the last quarter of the bowl. Then, the additives that typically come in OTC blends start to come out. The blend gets kind of waxy, kind of chemically, not a very pleasant smoke in the very bottom, but tolerable. Much more tolerable than, say, Prince Albert, which is pretty much that waxy, chemically, not so pleasant flavor from false light to heel, and it gets worse the bigger the bowl you put it in. Again, Carter Hall is not like that. Carter Hall is a much better OTC blend in my opinion. Honestly, I can't decide whether or not I like Carter Hall more or I like Velvet. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. I'll do Velvet later, but as far as Carter Hall goes, if you like OTC blends you've obviously heard of, maybe even have tried Carter Hall, and I think that you'll agree with me that even if you don't like it, even if you don't get a lot of flavor from it, I think you'll agree that it could be a great all-day smoker. I think it's a great all-day smoker myself. I would think that this is a good blend that novices could start out on because it's low in nicotine. Flavor profile is light, but it's still there. And, it's a good performer. It's a great performer, actually. So, with that being said, again, I highly, highly recommend Carter Hall. And to conclude, for my next review, I will do... Hold on. Briarworks Country Lawyer. In the meantime, this has been DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video. You guys have a good day. I am smoking my Eric Nording signature freehand that I won from Amy Mack. In it I'm smoking Mississippi River, which is the blend I use for all of my new pipes. Well, new to me pipes anyways. To find out what they smoke best. And what I'm getting out of this is a lot of Virginia. And basically no Latakia, but hey, that lets me know what it's gonna like. But enough about that. This is a pipe tobacco review. I am doing it on Middleton Tobacco